I keep forgetting that this is weird. I keep forgetting that this is not like a casual thing for people. So whenever I talk about this shit, I keep wondering like, oh, did I say something wrong? No, just a lot of people don't like handling bones. Ooh, boy, howdy. I'm thinking maybe I need to just like gently scrub this whole thing down and do my best to get as much of the paint off as possible, get as much of the dirt off as possible so that it's easier for me to paint it. I don't really, oh man, there's like, oh, I think there's grease paint down here. I have to use a solvent to take off grease paint. I don't want to put solvents on the bone. Solvents aren't good for organic matter. Oh no, wait, maybe this is just crayon. Maybe it's just crayon. Thoughts and prayers, thoughts and prayers. Okay, this little part was just crayon. This other bit right here, maybe I can like gently scrape. Oh, fuck. Y'all, I think I might need a solvent to take that shit off. Damn it. I'm just gonna keep scrubbing at it for a little bit. Maybe I haven't put enough elbow grease into it. There doesn't seem to be much flaking in this area. There rarely ever is, kind of in this like top jaw area. So I think I can kind of go at it a little harder. Oh, Lando's in the basket. I tried to set up the cat cam today, but it was just... it was hard enough getting my setup like this. That's really cool. There are like suture lines on the upper palate here. That's cool. I'm using the softest possible toothbrush that I could find in the house. We have a bunch of like garbage toothbrushes that we like grab a handful of whenever we go to the dentist or whatever, and they usually tend to be like anywhere from like really soft to medium soft. I think this is kind of a medium soft. I just needed something like a little stiffer, but not harsh. Yeah, this paint, they absolutely did not finish this. Lucky, lucky me. Baby. I don't even know, like, so if this is coming off just with water or a water-based solution, the blue at least I know is acrylic. So that's not bad. I haven't tried on this white yet, though. I think the white's acrylic too. Yes, it's coming off real slow. They slab the white on thick here. If I can't get all of the paint off, and it's gonna take a minute, this might actually be a skull cleaning stream rather than a skull painting stream. But if I can manage to kind of like, if I can't get all of the paint off, and if I can just like smooth out the edges, then it'll be easier for me to paint over it. Oh, I'm so excited. This dirt is coming off so easily. And down here, there are like these globs of paint that just like pooled. I don't know what that is right there, and I'm kind of scared to... Woo! Oh man. Okay. Yes, this is fine. Okay. Oh, he's missing 2 front teeth. Maybe I can sculpt those. Maybe. I'll have to see. I think a lot of this is just cranial staining, because this skull wasn't bleached at all. I think they probably found it like in the woods or in a field. Maybe they owned a farm or something. Maybe Grandpa brought this by and was like, "You're an artist, paint on this," or something. Ooh, some bitch is dirty. Oh, thank you. Hey, you want to help me out?
Yeah, what?
So we never cleaned out the cranium.
Sure.
I'd like to do like a preliminary check just to see if there's nothing like that could bite me in there. I doubt it, but just in case. So if you could like bring a flashlight up here.
You want me
and
to stick my fingers in there?
just kind of, have a little look-see. You don't have to stick your fingers in there, just,
Do you want me to just look right now?
Yes, if you can.
It's right in there.
There's like a lot of dust and I'm sure a lot of like exoskeletons.
You got a pokey thing?
Not really, yeah. I've been using that to kind of...
Yeah, it looks like there's just a lot of debris.
Okay.
Like I think there's like one bug carcass and then like some helicopters and things like that.
Okay.
Some cranial bone that's super soft and crumbly.
Yeah. Oh, purple.
It's okay.
Is it just like papery?
Yeah,
and...
it's just powder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see anything else in there. It looks, bone dry.
Ha. Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
Actually, wait, could you look through the nasal cavity for me real fast?
Yes. You might get some stuff spilling out when you turn it, so.
Yeah, that has been the case all evening.
Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna look right up the snoot.
Yes.
Alright.
Right in that snoot.
Yeah, same thing. A few cobwebs, just a couple of little things.
Okay.
Papery. Yeah, I don't see anything up there.
Cool beans. Thank you.
Nothing that shouldn't be there anyway. Right. Gross.
Oh, yeah. Jeez. Should have done this first.
Knock some stuff loose, huh?
Yeah. Thank
Enjoy.
you.
Love you.
I love you. Well, I'm just gonna kind of shake this sumbitch real fast. Looks like it's just a bunch of nasal debris, leaves. Which side was I cleaning? This side. I'll spend a little time on the front here. Just a little bit. Here. Is it bad if I actually quite like the old design? No, not at all. Like, I really do like the, like, they did some really interesting things with Sharpie. Just right here. I'm thinking maybe somebody, like, had this at an estate sale at, like, Granddad's or something. And just, like, put this in the bag to Goodwill. It does have a very, like, nature magic. Oh. That was the forge next door. Dropping some metal and shit. Also, hi, Kama. How you doing? Been lurking for a while? Well, I sure do appreciate you lurking. I changed the category to just chatting because I know that there's going to be more people watching that category. Ooh, yeah, it's coming off. It's coming off real good there. Nice. Actually, wait, let me look closer. Let me just kind of double check. Yeah, there's like a thick layer of acrylic all up in here. I think I just like kind of scratched through. I'm kind of trying to decide how I'm going to approach the gold, the chiral matter, if you will, of the BT skull, because they don't exactly have chiral horses or anything, or excuse me, like BT cows, just kind of grazing. So I'm kind of on my own there. I might even make like some little, like some of those chiral crystal like hands that show up after, like when you kill a BT. Yeah, this is, yeah, I'm probably gonna be here scrubbing for a while. Hopefully somebody will appreciate this for the novelty that it is. I would be personally like scared to try to paint a design on a skull. It just feels so like personal, I guess, and I would be worried of like fucking up the design. There is a an artist on Instagram. Her business is called Glimmer and Grim. And she takes like horse and cow skulls and she like affixes rhinestones on them. She just like encrusts rhinestones all over skulls in like these really beautiful designs. That is a form of bravery that I do not possess yet. If you enjoy watching conservation of old things, you should definitely find Baumgartner Restorations on YouTube. He is a fella in Chicago who owns a painting restoration business, and he has like a bunch of videos like of his process, or you can just like, you know, watch an hour of him in silence with like some music on in the background while he just like very gently cleans off a painting. He's also worked on some really like famous works too. One of my favorites that he did was it was like a triptych painting that was painted on wood. Oh, hey. Oh, I wonder if the cleaner is eating through the gloves. There was a triptych that was painted on wood, and each of the pieces was like just cracked in half. Thus, like, you know, ruining the wood and like interfering with the painting. So he has like a 3-part series of him like going through the process of you know, cleaning the wood and prepping everything, and like what he did to kind of reattach these ancient pieces of wood together. And by the time he's done, it looks like 0 damage had been done to that triptych. It was fucking amazing. I think he also built, like, he builds all of his equipment because you can't exactly find shit like that, you know, at a store. So I think he built like a whole new piece of equipment just for that piece that turns out it was just kind of generally useful. But this is what that guy does all day. He just kind of very gently he just kind of very gently moves a brush in circles all day. I really thought that I was gonna get to painting this tonight. That was foolish of me. We're gonna like get this here. I'm just gonna kind of soak it a little bit. Gosh, this brown paint is perplexing me. Maybe I just haven't tried hard enough. Because it's coming off over here, certainly, so maybe I just need to try a little bit more. Actually soak this up so I can get some of the debris out of here. Actually, let me... I probably should take like a vacuum or something in there at some point. Like a really small and gentle vacuum. I'll have to see how that works out. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if I should just very, very gently remove these teeth. What was that? Oh, it was the X-Acto. Yeah, I can't exactly like... Yeah, they're in there. They're definitely in there. I'll probably go through and maybe squirt some, maybe like super glue up in there and kind of hold them in there individually just to make sure, because they will deteriorate over time if I don't do something about it. Bloop. How are we doing? Oh, It looks like soaking helps. Just kind of gotta give the detergent a chance to eat through the old layer of paint. Just kind of very gently apply detergent. Down here under the orbital of the eye, orbital bone, I believe is what it's called. Probably wrong. Yeah, I don't know what kind of paint this brown paint was. I cannot tell you how, maybe annoyed isn't the word I'm looking for, but it's close. How annoyed I get when I pick up a skull and I hear like bits of like flakes of bone kind of rattling around. Frustrated is probably the word I'm looking for. It's just so frustrating. Because it means that, you know, either the skull was gotten to a little later in its decomposition stage, or if it was in possession, it just wasn't like preserved in such a way as to prevent flaking. I mean, I imagine a lot of people probably don't think to do stuff like this. So I'm just being an old curmudgeon right now is what I'm doing. How we doing up here? I want to see if I can like get like a nice half and half kind of progress shot later. I probably should have made one of the tags for today's stream ASMR. Because it's only just now occurring to me how much noise I'm making. I really don't want to have to put solvents on this. I know it would make it go faster, but solvents and organic matter do not typically match up so hot. The soaking is working! Yeah! Whoop. Oh, I'm so stoked. Chuffed, if you will. I should probably, when I'm done cleaning, which it's gonna take a bit. It's probably gonna take me about maybe 8 hours to clean this puppy to a point where I will be satisfied. Maybe. It's difficult for me to satisfy like my own perfectionist urges, but I'll do my best. So once I get that to a point, I think maybe I should seal the whole skull with like a gloss primer or something. Because the plan is to just paint the whole thing black. So it's going to have a layer of black paint, and then over that it's going to have like a really glossy finishing spray. I forget the actual word for it right now. But in order to keep the black paint from flaking off, I think I gotta scrub this baby down as much as possible. I thought this was gonna be easy. Soak for a minute. How's this doing? I'm kind of wearing away at it. Yeah. The minute you wear any of the paint thin enough to kind of get purchase on the bone. It starts cleaning a lot faster. So I think that's why the soaking thing is working really nicely. This skull has really cool suture lines on it. Wait, is that a crack or a suture line? It's a suture line. Yeah, it's a suture line. You'll find suture lines on the skulls of creatures whose skulls grow as they age, because that allows the skull to kind of expand without, you know, without killing the being. And they have these really, really cool, they're like a really neat squiggly pattern. Humans have sutures on their skulls. I know for coyotes do, because that skull over there has really cool suture lines. I mean, really, by that token, all suture lines are cool, but, you know. You just gotta let them know that they're appreciated. How are we doing over here? You doing all right? Yeah, there we go. Probably close that window. Boy, I bet that was a pleasant sound. How are we doing? Man. Seeing progress is so awesome. One of life's simple pleasures. My arm is going to be so strong by the time I'm done with this. I might need to switch to the left. Sorry, hang tight. Now I have to remember how to use my left hand. I haven't used my left hand for anything in a minute. Left hand, left hand. I'm gonna give myself carpal tunnel if I'm not careful. Careful, careful. Just kind of like wearing down on this. There's like a really thick line of paint here. Just like globbed on. So satisfying brushing the teeth. Just, you know, such an innocuous everyday activity. Made pleasurable. Ooh, yeah. Now I can kind of see what's going on with the roots. Front tooth is just so loose. The first and the second are loose. These back, ooh, yeah, that back one is really loose too. Maybe I'll have a teeth gluing reconstruction stream. I also need to come up with a name for this skull because she is going to be part of my permanent collection, so. My permanent collection. Paper towel keeps getting caught on these sutures. Should probably be using like a cloth instead of paper towel for this. Since the paper towel keeps kind of flaking off into bits of the bone. other places that I can kind of like get purchase? Yeah, down here. Oh, these bubbles pop really fast. No, that's the cleaner evaporating. That's weird. Huh. That's really weird. It doesn't seem to be doing any damage to the bone. It's just... Huh. How we doing down here? Pretty good, pretty good. Now, is that brown paint or is that staining? I think that might be staining. It just occurred to me that maybe I should be cleaning more towards the camera so that y'all can experience the pleasure of watching me slowly wear away at this paint. I've been keeping it all to myself, and I apologize. I need to get gloves that actually fit me. God damn. Try really, really hard not to splash on my electronics. I don't think even the gentlest detergent is good for electronics. Hey, mofo. Yes, it is. An N7 jacket. Is it on this side? No, it's on this side. No, maybe it's not on here at all. Never mind. I thought that I had an insignia. I got this hoodie for like $15 when BioWare was switching vendors, like website vendors, and they did this like massive like clearance sale. Second, ew, you're touching a cow head? Well, it's a cow skull, not a whole head. That would require, I mean, you gotta soak it for a few days in several solutions at different strengths so that you can get the meat off the bone, you know what I mean? Then you gotta dry it for like 3 weeks. Yeah, I really wish I had the mandibles, because the mandibles are like the cool part. they're my favorite part, which is, you know, I have the mandible tattoo, so that may or may not be a biased opinion. I have I mean, I've been getting a lot of debris off of this thing. Like, I've been scraping the dentine off the teeth, which is the outer layer. That's why that toothpaste is called dentine. And finally, I like to live life on the edge, so today I drank a large milkshake, and I'm just throwing caution to the wind. Oh my god. Do you have, like, pills? Did you take, like, Lactate or something? I'm worried about you now. No pills? No pill, any percent run? Any percent milkshake run? You got a world record to vie for. I'm sure there's a contest somewhere in the world revolving around lactose intolerance. I'm getting so much blue paint off of this. It's marvelous. And I think I have significantly worn down the really thick paint line that was over here on the snoot. Hang on. I'm seeing, like, I'm just checking out the features of the bone. The contest is called Don't Shit Yourself. Oh. That sounds like a terrible contest, I'm not gonna lie. But, you know, sometimes you really just have to have a milkshake. So, I mean, I feel you. If I ever become lactose intolerant, like, there's just going to be days like that. I feel you. I absolutely feel you. It's just, we have 2 toilets in this house. One of them is in, like, the first floor bathroom, and then there's, like, there's a weird toilet in the basement that's just, like, in the middle of a room. So I'm pretty sure at one point it was, like, sectioned off into 2 rooms. But, like, as it is right now, it's just a toilet chilling in the middle of Mr. Flighty's dark room. So if you need privacy, if you're sick and the upstairs bathroom is occupado, then you go down to the darkroom toilet. I like to think of it as my body rejecting white culture. your body's just like, white supremacy. So there are like some interesting lines. Are they everywhere? Or am I doing this? I don't think I'm doing this. They're like cracks, but they move along the surface in kind of like a logical manner. Yeah, I think those are there, because I'm moving in circles. That's interesting. I wonder if I can, I'm going to take just a really quick little break so that my hands can, you know, breathe a little bit. And I'm also going to see if I can put a ASMR tag up on here. I don't want that. No, that's not what I want. I want my channel. That's not what I want either. Shit. Why is using this thing so hard? Am I getting old? Is that what this is? Stream manager. Or maybe I just can't do it from the mobile app. Yes. Yes, it is the children who are wrong. Well, that's that. I guess I can't do it right now, and that's fine. I'll just remember for next time. So when we started this journey, about an hour and a half ago, maybe an hour, 10 minutes ago, this entire skull, this entire cranium, the skull is all of the bits. Unfortunately, I only have one half. The cranium was painted entirely, but now, my friends, with the power of elbow grease, we've gotten this much done. This much cleaned off. And we just kind of like soaked off a layer there. This right here is representative of what it looked like before. So, you know, for an hour and a half, that's not a bad bit of work there, I would say. That's not bad at all. It's a team effort. Y'all are helping me get through this. See if I can. I'm a little nervous about fucking around with the nasal cavity and the snoot. So I'm gonna have to be kind of super extra careful. Because cow skulls, if you can hear me tapping there, there's not a lot of give in there. Cow skulls, or excuse me, cow brains are comparatively small. If you break the nose, just rename it Voldemort. Oh no. What would a cow Harry Potter be called? Shit. There's so many puns just laying in wait there, and I can't come up with a single one. I do need to give this cranium a name, though. Can't just have a beautiful object like this and not name it. Ooh, okay. Yeah, yeah. This is working. Just gotta do this shit in layers. Ooh, it is hella dusty up in this snoot. Oh my gosh. I did not clean this thoroughly enough. If I'm gonna be 100% perfectly honest with y'all, I'm really only concerned with the outside. I'm not gonna get too deep inside of this thing. That's what she said. You gotta, you gotta start small and work your way up. Otherwise, you'll injure yourself. I'm ready. I'm ready for that sponsorship, Boy Butter. I'm ready for it. You just need to get up in my DMs. I'm not entirely sure what y'all can see here, because my setup is on the other side of my computer. I'm on the back of my computer right now. There's my computer desk, and then there's this workbench that I use for, lately I've been using it for sculpting and putting together miniature dioramas. I don't know why or how I got into it, but just building really tiny things is so soothing. And it requires an amount of engineering that I really appreciate. Maybe I'll just name the cranium Fragile. Because that is what it is. Fragile. Everybody's favorite courier. Courier. Tomato, milkshake, milk shock. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, paint is definitely coming off. I just have to... How are we doing here? Is it a little bit easier here? I think it might be. You gotta sweet talk it, It's just like a car when you're trying to start it in the winter. You gotta be nice to it. Gotta talk to it. Yes. I'm getting so much paint all over me. Just kind of going in on the little thicker bits of paint down here. There's also this kind of like halo's not the word I'm looking for, like this little film of blue chilling. Did I just lose? No, that's a piece of paper towel. Oh my god. My arm is so strong. Can't favor one over the other. Gotta let them both get equally strong. I wonder, hang on, we're gonna try something. We're gonna try just a little thing. I'm just gonna soak this down and like kind of press it. See if that kind of soaks through. See how that works. Because that way it doesn't like drip down, it like stays on the paint. I can do it up here too. Just kind of leave that for, I don't know, a couple minutes, kind of check under. It might require abrasion, but maybe this will make it so I don't have to scrub as hard. I think it's gonna like require abrasion. That is to say, scrubbing. Because acrylic paint is basically plastic paint. But it's fortunately water soluble, which is weird to me because plastic is made out of petroleum. And petroleum is hydrophobic. Doing here. Ooh. Ooh, I think I'm onto something. I think I'm onto something there. Kind of. I'm worried about like spraying just kind of directly on the bone. I mean, it's probably fine, but I don't want to get in the habit of it. Because I might encounter a skull, like, later on that, like, has been varnished, in which case I'll need stronger solvents. I just like, you know, having the control of the area. I like to know exactly where my shit's going. Excuse me. Just keep going over here because I was on a roll. I'm sure I could submerge this and clean it, which, now that I think about it out loud with my mouth, it's probably the best way to do this. Are you using a soft tip or a hard tip toothbrush? This is like medium. Well, no. It's more stiff, I think. Yeah. I just grabbed whatever was like wrapped up downstairs. I'm not like using anybody's toothbrush or nothing. That would be funny. I probably would have done something like that back in college for show. But everybody does stupid shit in college. Everybody. How are we doing down here? Ooh, boy howdy, yes. Yes, ma'am. That's how you do that. I'm gonna leave it to soak a little bit longer. I had my slutty face in college. Yeah, my toothbrush got around too. Made its way around town. Is that foam? Yeah, that's foam. I thought that there was just like some straight up white bone under there. I've been reading a book called The Trauma Cleaner. It is about Australia's foremost trauma cleaner. She like goes to crime scenes and cleans up after them, and she goes to like squalid places and people like hoarding places and just kind of like cleans everything. And it's like a biography of her life, and I like, nobody is gonna tell you this, but like Australia's foremost trauma cleaner is like a trans woman. Like, I feel like more people should know that, you know? I think that's really cool to know. The story of her life is so sad though. Oh my god, it's breaking my heart going through this book. probably don't want to let this dry. It's going to take a minute to dry though. If I recall correctly, I think America's first female funeral home operator was a black woman. Oh, look at that. This is coming right off, huh? This is Sharpie, that's why. That's why that's coming off. Or no, maybe it's not Sharpie. It was just coming off with some, just a little bit like that. Thinking about it, actually, all of the people that I kind of like admire and look up to in the death positive community are 99% women. That might be confirmation bias on my part, but I would actually be really interested to like see what the demographics are there. If like women are just like, for some cultural reason, more attracted to death and dying. It's more about, well, the death industry really, if you're doing it right, if you're not big death, it's more about helping the living. So really anybody who's helpful and has a great deal of empathy would do really, really well in that industry. I could probably stand to move this guy back this way. Gosh, look at that. So much progress. I'm gonna kind of want to take some pressure off of these teeth. I mean, it's fine if they break off, because I'm just gonna end up gluing them in anyway. Come on, love. Come on, love. There we go. Goodness. Put that. Let me just like see what we're dealing with here. Woof. I don't want to gouge the skull, but if I can just scrape a little bit of this paint off, that sure would be helpful. It's so thick. I'm just like scraping the white paint off, and there's blue immediately under it. Yeah, there we go. That's actually probably a good way to get purchase down on the bone. Make it a little bit easier to clean. Where'd I put that big old rag that I was using down here? Here it is. I found it. I found it, everybody. It's time to sleep. Time to sleep. All right, let's see what we got here. Whoop. Where did I make that? There it is. I keep losing it, which is probably a good thing. There we go. Maybe scrape a little bit more now that it's kind of wet. Please don't let me cut myself. I'm trying real hard. I'm trying real hard not to. Man, they went to town on this white paint though, or with this white paint I should say. Where did I put it? Here it is. These bristles were white when I started. Goodness. Okay. You really need to be careful around that suture. I don't think I'm hurting it too much, but just in case. Anything I do is going to constitute as slight wear and tear. Yeah. fuck is that noise? I think it's just the bristles. I don't want to be scraping this thing with plastic. It'll probably definitely, like, I think the plastic is softer than the bone, but I don't want to take any chances. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. It's getting much, much nicer around that suture. I think I'm gonna work on that little bit there. Doing it in like little teeny tiny bits like that seems to be the easiest way to gauge progress. What am I going to do with the skull? I am going to paint it black, and then I'm going to put gold on it, and make it look like a BT from Death Stranding is the game I was thinking of. Like the bosses all have these like gold masks. So I thought it was cute and funny to think, oh, well, surely there are BT cows. They don't want to do nothing to you. They're just grazing. They're just chilling. I'm going to see what I can do to, like, imitate the tar that they come out of, that really, like, sticky tar. I'm not 100% sure how we'll do that, though. Wait, so if you're painting it black... Do you need to take off the blue? I do, because I need to seal the skull so that the paint won't flake off. And this paint was not, like, it's just naked paint. It wasn't, like, sealed in any way. So I'm trying to make, like, a long-lasting piece of art. Like, if you get a hold of, like, this skull when I am done with it, this should not be possible. Just like, you know, going at it with a toothbrush. I'm probably not going to be able to take off all of the blue, but I want to be able to take off as much as possible so that the black paint will have purchase upon the skull. There are a lot of like rough areas here that the paint will grab onto, but there's some like thicker paint areas. My full intention for this evening was to just dust the skull and get as much like loose matter off of it as possible and then paint it black. But then I started looking at it and I was like, oh, there's actually quite a bit of dirt here, especially on the teeth. So I was like, oh, you know, I'll just clean off any visible dirt. And then the paint started coming off and I was like, well, I can't stop now. Gotta keep going. Here we go. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna I'm just gonna kind of soak it. Yeah. I'm just gonna let that sit for a minute while like back here I'm not gonna scrub at all because there's so much rough bone. Oh, I might scrub right there. I might as well, since because the bone is showing there. My problem is that I don't have to do any of this. I absolutely don't. I could have just come in here with some black acrylic paint and then I could have sealed over it and it would have been just fine. It would have turned out well enough, but there's something wrong with me, so I couldn't leave well enough alone. There's something terribly, terribly wrong with me. Yeah, when I soak it, I don't have much of a problem scraping the paint off. So I might employ some very gentle scraping. As long as I don't gouge, I should be okay. There's like, hang on, what's going on here? Maybe they did seal it, and that's why I'm having problems. Wait, is that wet? No, they didn't seal it. Okay. Yeah, this is just like really, really thick. Maybe it was spray painted. Maybe that's why, instead of airbrushed. Maybe that's why it's giving me such a hard time. Because there's this like really, really thick, like spatter. I don't think spray paint would be easy to take off with this detergent though, so it was probably just airbrushed. And it looks like there's blue paint like inside the nasal cavity. I'm definitely not going to be scrubbing in there because the shit in there is already fragile as can be. So I'll probably hit that with some black spray paint. Or maybe if I get a soft enough brush, I can just kind of get up in there. Maybe. I'll have to see. I think it's inevitable that some matter is going to rub off when I'm painting. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. I wish there was a way that I could safely accelerate this particular job. This right here is probably why I would be like a good artifact conservator. Because I'm just like, that's not good enough. Let me do this the slowest, safest way possible. Let's see if I can get some. Trying really hard not to gouge the bone. I don't know what made me think this was gonna work any better. I'm really proud of the progress that has been made. Like all of the exposed bone was done tonight. And this was all like blue. The teeth were also very, very dirty, and now they gleam. But it's so time consuming, most of them don't do it anymore. It's true. Oh wait, you could work at an archive. There's a complicated method some archivists use to preserve books. There's a guy on YouTube, Baumgartner Restoration, and he goes through like painstaking processes to preserve paintings. Like he will absolutely like, he makes his own little cotton swabs and he like dips them in there, and he will for real sit like this on a painting because it's so delicate, and he'll do that over like a fucking, you know, huge, like full-size painting. My dude has the patience. And the thing about that, unfortunately, is that it's not an accessible service. Because my guy charges a lot of money for that, and rightfully so, because like he's experienced and he puts a lot of back-breaking time and work. He builds his own machines. And like, you know, if a working class person comes to him with like a, you know, a precious artifact, like they can't afford to pay him to conserve it. There's no way. Most people don't have like, you know, $1,000 or, you know, 10 to throw around on shit like that. If I were guaranteed food, housing, and free time, that's all I would ask in payment for doing stuff like this. Because I genuinely enjoy shit like this. I think this might be as good as this is getting right now. Because that's like in there. Another thing about bone is it is very absorbent. Bone is porous. So it has very likely soaked up a lot of paint. I don't think I'm going to be able to get rid of the kind of like blue layer over it. A little bit of purchase right there. Let me not put my elbow right on an X-Acto blade, please. Let me not do that. Whoop. Oh, Lando just purred at me. He purr yawned. He's sitting in his basket watching me. Oh, he's making fat boy noises. Yep, it's coming off just a little bit at a time. I thought this was gonna be an easy project. What the fuck is wrong with me? I gotta get this. Goodness. I wonder if I could soak the whole skull in like a detergent bath. It's never as easy as you want it to be. Nothing is easy. Like, even simple shit just has to get all complicated. And you know, this isn't leaving my house. This is going up on the wall behind my desk. Behind my desk, even. I'm not even going to be looking at it all the time. But I'll know. I won't sleep at night unless I know that it's the best thing that I can possibly make. That's true. Y'all will be looking at it. And y'all will be judging me. I already know. Like attracts like. And I know that my judgy ass definitely attracts some likewise judgy folks. God damn. It's just, oh my goodness. Time is it? It's 8:30. I might need to take like a quick little break here shortly, just to kind of stretch my back, maybe make myself some decaf. Maybe I'll go and see if I can find maybe like a slightly stronger detergent. We have like a, speaking of judgy ass, you were talking to Ben earlier. Oh my gosh. I ain't going nowhere till we finish this story. I ain't going nowhere. Oops. I'm just getting detergent shit all over the place. No story. Just wanted to say he was a judgy ass. Oh, well. Damn. Had me thinking you had something juicy that I could hold over his head. Oh, shit. I love Ben. He's wonderful. That's the only reason I fuck with him. If I didn't like him, I'd be like, hey, how you doing? Just really ungenuine like. I'm gonna kind of fuck around over here. Yeah, this marker is coming off real easy. I shouldn't say real easy. Maybe it's not marker. No, maybe it's just acrylic. Fuck. Okay. I'm gonna make a little thingy. I probably didn't need this much. It's fine though. Maybe I did. Okay, so I'm gonna make a little like. Oh, some blue came off there, so that's a good sign. Like it wasn't even like hard up on there. So I'm gonna kind of stick this on there. I'm gonna have to be careful what kind of detergents I bring up here, but how are we doing right there? That was an interesting popping sound that just happened on this skull. That's just a thing that happens, and you gotta roll with it. All right, I'm gonna take a really quick break, get myself some decaf, and then I'm gonna kind of look around real fast. Ask Mr. Flighty if there's. Oh yeah, this is like eating through this glove, straight up. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Did you miss me? 'Cause I missed you. I have my old people decaf coffee. I have a slightly stronger cleaning solution. I'm going to turn this off because I can't read. What the fuck? Stop being helpful. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this stuff we use to clean like heavy stuff like grease. So, assuming, how's all this looking? Oh, it loosened it up. It loosened it up real nice. Okay, so now I missed you, but my aim is improving. Boo. Somebody's got to be the smart ass in here. It can't just be me. I need company. Is this the... Damn it. No, this is the other stuff. Fuck. This is the stuff that I won't fuck with. Oh, it even smells industrial. So let me just... I can't tell. Probably because I'm not soaking it. I don't want to mix cleaners because that's dangerous. All right, let's see what we have here. Spread it on like boy butter. Let it sit. It is not recommended to use this particular detergent with bare hands. So surely acrylic won't like what's going on here. Can't. I mean, that's not my favorite smell, but I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it if I have to. Yeah, I think some of this stuff is just not gonna come off. Okay, can't be can't rush it. You have to be patient. This skull isn't as flaky as I thought it was gonna be in terms of like material coming off of it. I always kind of assumed the worst there. I'm gonna have to replicate those front teeth, I think. Well, no, maybe I don't have to. Oh, huh, interesting. They only painted like the outward facing teeth, or excuse me, the outward like surface of the teeth. So one half of them has white acrylic paint on it and the other half does not. How are we looking here? I'm sitting in this chair all wrong. For somebody with back problems. Oh yeah, that's working a little bit better. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do the soaking thing here. Where'd I put it? Okay, it's here. Okay. Just gonna let it sit and chill. Just on these little bits here. So if that other stuff ate through these gloves, this stuff is probably gonna give me problems like right away. Yeah, boy howdy. This is gonna take a minute. It's gonna look so good when I'm done with it though. Holy cow. Just like a big glossy black cow skull. I was thinking maybe for the little bits of gold, of using actual gold leaf. That would be expensive, but it would be so worth it. I don't know if gold leaf has the gold color that I'm looking for specifically. I put so much creamer in this coffee. Holy cow. Okay. Put the glove back on. Just put it on. I'm probably gonna get contact dermatitis this evening. Yeah, that's working. That's working better. Yeah, it's working. This reminds me a little bit of that scene from the first Dumbo movie, the original Dumbo movie, when the mouse is like cleaning Dumbo's clown makeup off with a toothbrush. Does anybody remember that? Which tells me that the animators were like spot on. Work over here for a minute. See if I can make any progress. Why does that look like that? Huh. I think I might need to do some investigative scraping over here. Is this a clear coat? What? I think it might be a fucking clear coat. Maybe they did seal it. Maybe that's why I'm having such a hard fucking time. Oh, well, no, that's liquid. Why did that happen? What in tarnation? That's so weird. This whole thing is a mystery. A big perplexing mystery. In all honesty, this toothbrush is probably not as strong as I need it to be. I did want to be as gentle as possible when I was starting, though. Did I get anything? Anything down to the bone? I don't think I did. Where did I put it? Over here? Yeah. anything? I don't think anything is happening there. Oh. Yeah, it's getting there. I know I've said that 1,000 times, but I have to keep saying it so my morale doesn't get low. Grundle! Hi, baby. What are you doing? You're probably hungry, huh? I'll feed you in a minute. Ugh. This cow skull is a perplexing mistress. But I'm gonna win. I'm going to win. What do we have down here? Let me actually move. Refocus my attention, perhaps. Just dip it in paint thinner and call it a day. I do have... Let me give this a quick little wipe down. Let's see. Something just occurred to me, and it may or may not work, but let's see. What are you doing? Excuse me. Hi, Lando. Lando gave me this look when I went over there. He was like, please don't make me move. I love you. Hey, Heine, how's it going? Do I have any cotton swabs? I don't think I do. Not up here. So, paper towel it is then. I have nail polish remover here. I'm gonna be so mad if this works a treat. I mean, it's coming off. Oh God, the smell. It's going swimmingly. I'm really happy to hear that. I'm frustrated with this cow skull, but I'm doing well otherwise. Yeah, this is working a little bit better. At least some is coming off. It is a real cow skull. I have all kinds of matter over here that has been falling off of this skull. I'm not sure if this cow skull decayed naturally, or if it had a accelerated decomposition through like using conservation techniques. But this skull has got to be maybe 10 or 15 years old, because there's like nothing left on it. You want to know what's even cooler is Mr. Flighty found this at a thrift shop for $15. And he brought it home and he was so excited to give it to me. I married the correct person. Y'all, I think this is as good as it's getting. Like, I've had that shit soaking on this side. Oop. Like nothing is coming off. So I think it's just so porous. I think we can start the painting process now, 2.5 hours later. Now let me get all this cleaner shit out of here. Whoop. What are you doing, cat? What's this? I'm pretty sure that this was just black paint at one point or another. Okay, so what, Grendel? Grendel's fussing at me. He's hungry. That was water. Don't drink paint thinner, please. What is this? This is latex paint. So this ain't, once this goes on the skull, it ain't going nowhere. Now I have to figure out how to open this. I don't think I have any screwdrivers over here. I do have yeah. I have this. There we go. I should have shook it up first, but it's fine. It's fine, everybody. This is like a blue-black. Huh. I was looking for more of a coal black. Isn't paint thinner just basically water from the Negaverse? I suppose it is just kind of good advice to not drink or really consume anything from the Negaverse. So probably. Yeah, huh. Does it say it's black? Yes. Oh, it's semi-gloss. That's why it looks that way. Okay. Mystery solved, everybody. Mystery solved. Howdy. Oh yeah, we're gonna need multiple coats over this sumbitch. Whoops. Keep getting shit caught in these sutures. Do you suppose, I don't know if y'all would see this. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 holes in this. Y'all suppose this cow was shot? I don't know if y'all could see. Right here. I mean, these are perfectly round. Although I don't think just like regular buckshot would go through a cow skull, you know what I mean? Like, you have to get that good shit to go through a cow skull. What color scheme am I thinking for the final product? Hi, Matt! This is going to be a glossy black. And I'm going to put a gold, like, mask-ish thing over it, like a BT from Death Stranding. Oh, I don't like how much paint I got in there, damn. It would be ideal to make this look like it's covered in tar, like the BTs are in the game. Yeah, see, it's like the paint is smooth here, but it's like really rough here. It's bizarre, y'all. It's bizarre. There we go, that's better. Do not not need latex paint covering up any of these cool details. I saw that you're live streaming on YouTube too. Yeah, I'm using Streamio, something like that. It allows you to stream on multiple platforms at the same time. If I recall correctly, Twitch used to have a beef against that particular platform. Or something. They used to have like a dual streaming problem. But, you know, the things that Twitch has a problem with don't hold much merit around here. Yeah, it's going on real nice on the bits of bone that I managed to expose this evening. I really thought I was gonna clean this whole skull off. I had high hopes. Real high hopes. Okay, I'm gonna try really hard not to get latex paint on my favorite hoodie. This is definitely going to be a base coat situation. I'll probably do like 2 base coats. Oh boy. You girls back. You girls back ain't cutting it. Oh, my knee. My knee, ow. Yeah, see that? Oh, it's flexible. It's not really flaking, though. Be careful with those knees. They don't grow back. Man, knees are the most vengeful motherfuckers on the whole body. Oh, see, I already like how this looks when it's all, like, glossy. Like, it's not even... This isn't the final finish because it's still wet, but like once I get it like all super glossy with the final coat, it's gonna look so good. I gotta do something about these teeth. I probably won't paint them right away. I'll probably leave them as bare as possible. And then I'll come back over them because I do need to set them in the jaw. Because I'm not exactly preserving the skull, I'm just like painting over it. So it will continue to decompose over time. slower, certainly, because it won't be exposed to, you know, as many, as much oxygen or light or whatever. But it will still decompose. Oh, it looks so good when the paint is dripping down. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is gonna look so good when I'm done with it. Gosh, the bone structures down here are really cool. Okay, I need to twist you around. Oh God. Oh God, why? Oh, fuck me. All that care I was trying to take. Let's see what I'm doing. Yeah, mostly. That's interesting. There's like some corrosion around the edge of the eye sockets, because this is like just straight up broke right here. Yeah, and there's like bits missing. Interesting. Okay. I'm definitely gonna have to ventilate this room when I'm done here. Oh boy, that good old latex paint smell. Boy howdy. Is this indoor? I think it is. I think it's, oh, and it's fast drying. Lucky me. I might even be able to get, no, I'll let it dry completely. before I put on a second coat. I need to not rush this. This needs to be good. Everything I do must be perfect. I'm just playing. I really don't need to put that kind of pressure on myself. Absolutely not. That's interesting. So at the top of the jaw, or excuse me, at the where the teeth meet the cranium, you can actually feel it. You can feel that there are like lumps. Those are like the ridges where your teeth are supposed to fit, where the roots of your teeth are. And I'm looking at it in the light here, and it looks actually kind of freaky on a cow. I see a jack face. This was a hands-only craft video until that moment. Oh, wow, yeah, look at that. I shouldn't have dipped so much on there. But this is what's happening now. I kind of wish I had the forethought to put this on a lazy Susan kind of situation. Man, Lazy Susan. The roots of that are probably not great. I should probably learn what that thing is actually called. Like a rotation base or something, probably. What are you doing over here? Yeah, I have to get like the undersides and stuff. So this is probably gonna need to be painted in like sections. So like top half, bottom half, top half, bottom half. And I'm gonna need to get some shop towels to rest it on when it's on its cranium. When it's on the top. I paid so much money for art school, y'all, and this is it. This is it right here. I don't regret it, but damn it. It's just one of those things, you know? Yeah, man, this is gonna look so good when I get some actual, like, drippage on it. Like some real glossy shit. Or do I even want it to be like how it look? Well, no, that actually looks really good. It's not dry here, so it's super extra glossy, and I actually really like that, so. Whoop! Just dropping shit. And y'all already know that tomorrow I'm gonna find some cat hair trapped somewhere on this damn skull. This damn glossy skull. And I'm not gonna do anything about it. That is just how this how the cards fall. Checkmate. Okay. I think I might maybe be able to turn it. I don't think I'm gonna be able to avoid getting a little bit of paint on me, which I regret not planning for. Okay, here we go. It's not real art unless you regret something. Don't quote me. I don't need that to be the quote that I go down in history for. So ultimately, once I get this whole thing painted and it's glossy black, I'm gonna be at a really weird impasse. Because I want this to look like it's going to be mounted so it can go on a wall. And the plan is to have it look like it's coming out of tar. So it needs to like be like thickly dripping like black liquid. And I'm gonna have to do a lot of experimentation to figure out how I'm gonna do that. So it'll probably, I mean, I needed to get around to painting this thing anyway, but it's probably going to be maybe, you know, this isn't going to be done this weekend. Are you leaving the teeth the natural color? No, I'm going to paint them like gold, like bright ass. The same color that I'm going to make the BT mask. So like chiral gold. I should probably go to the Replica Prop Forum and get some ideas there. I should probably sketch out what I am trying to do before before I do that. Thinking and painting are at the same time are difficult. Oh, there goes a piece of bone. Just dropping out of there. So in Death Stranding, the reason why I want to do this is because it has like a kind of weird dichotomy that I really enjoy. Because in Death Stranding, like the BT boss battles are like, I'm trying to think. You have this like small whale, I guess, that serves as one of like the first boss battles. And then you have like the two cats. And then there's like the giant whale. So you have like all of these like crazy ass like boss battle fights with these animals. But, you know, nobody has told us what the cow BTs look like. Because if I wanted to, I could just make this an unrecognizable skull and just use the, you know, use the main structure as the base. But nah, I want this to be a BT, a cow BT. Just grazing in the fields, you know? Sam Porter Bridges sneaking past. And they're just like, mrrr. They still make the regular cow sounds. Ugh, yeah, the paint just like lays better on the part that I managed to clean off today. It's fine. Get it under here too. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Little chunks of bone and shit flaking off. Is it windy down there for you, Matt? If you're listening. Because it has been hella windy up here. And it snowed the other night too, but it melted basically the next day. Okay, I think I'm gonna do one more little turnaround, see if there's any little bits that I can grab and paint. Did I do it? No, maybe I won't. Maybe I won't pick this up and move it right now. I suppose I could always like make a small sculpture of a skull and experiment with that. That would probably be the way to go, honestly. I really need to let this dry, but I'm on a roll. Just kind of want to get it all soaked up in there, you know? There we go. I think that's as good as I was getting today. And then it'll dry, and then I'll do another coat, a more bottom-centric coat. I might yank the teeth and mount them properly. I might yank them, paint them, and then mount them properly. Yeah. That's good. That's good. Let me see these cats. I will know no peace unless I feed them in short order. So I think this is gonna be me for the night, y'all. I will follow me on Twitter. THT Flighty Broad. That is the best place to, you know, see what I'm up to when I'm gonna be streaming. I'm gonna be posting progress pics and the like. So I still need to name the cow though. So I'm gonna need to ask for assistance on Twitter. So, you know, if you're not following me, please do. I'm pretty sure everybody here is following me though. So, yep, this is it. I'm not gonna forward y'all. I'm just gonna cut the stream. But, thanks for hanging out with me. I love y'all. And I will see y'all next week, probably.